Welcome back to EFC TV. This is the match this is the match reaction to Everton 1, Arsenal 1. Before we get into the previous match as you were. There's obviously great video content like some match previews, match reactions, obviously other great video content like that as well. For that as well. And you also want to see exclusive video. You also want to see exclusive videos like some Mac and myself. Let me show the topics. Obviously other great video content like that as well and stuff like that. You know what? I'd really seriously, honest God, guys, I'd really appreciate the support. It helps the channel keep going, helps improve, get better. It generally helps the channel massively, so I'd really appreciate the support as well. I imagine it helps you guys out when you're watching videos at night or whenever you're watching them, because I don't know you, but whenever you're watching them, I imagine it helps you out. I imagine. Obviously, we're getting to the game stuff now. I think I'll start there now. See that Moyes obviously went with Pickford in goal. O'Brien back four of O'Brien, Tarkowski, Brantwaite, and Patterson. Then obviously you I think Brantwaite now. So he went away. Not really big, but it's gone. But I think because one obviously went with a bit of a change. He went and Patterson. I think, you know what? Yeah, you know what? I'm not messing around. I was actually pretty shocked. Okay, you know what? I'm not messing around. I was actually really shocked to see Patterson play. I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe Moyes gave him a chance to play. Maybe Moyes giving him some minutes to play now. Maybe it's just maybe he wants to see what he can do. Maybe it's that, I don't know. But again, I just hoping he can obviously do it, like I said before. But yeah, it's really good though. Honestly, it's just really good one. So yeah, it's good. Then obviously midfield went with just Gueye and Tim Brien. Obviously, was second play he bought him. Second play obviously made change for, which I think was good though. Because I think obviously James Garner didn't. He wasn't bad against Liverpool, but he gets away from that really. But yeah, then obviously went with then obviously went with Harrison, Doucoure, and he went with the return of Ndiaye again, a player that we all know, a player that I talk about all the time, a player that I think is brilliant. I love him. He's a great player, he really is. He's fast, he's got a pace to score a goal. You know, I even said, I think when I did the match, my Stock Lemon show for it, when did my Stock Lemon video, when did my Stock Lemon show for it, versus Arsenal, I actually put him inside because yes, I play. Then I was shooting for Beto again. He goes, you know what? I can't go all of them right, apart from you didn't apart from I got off them right. So I'm sure let's get into the game. Oh, sure. Apart from that, he goes, yeah. You know what? Just sit down. Yeah. So, okay. So yeah. Okay. So okay. Okay. You know what? I actually thought in the first half we weren't. I don't say not bring Gunner. You know what? I thought in the first half we actually started quite well. You know, I thought, I was thought in the first half. Obviously, that's the first half. You know, I thought in the first half. You know, we started the first half decently, not good or great, but decently all right. That's okay. Really, wasn't awful. I mean, we started all right. Really, I think something else one. I think we didn't create many. Listen. Okay. I'll just sit down. Okay. You know what? I believe we did create some good chances against them. I believe we did, but again, I thought, I actually thought, we actually did play. We actually played well at times yesterday, but at times we didn't. But again, it's a weird thing. We played well at times, but times we didn't. So it's a bit of weird. I don't really want to talk about. Yeah, it's really weird. Anyway, it goes. Yeah. Also around the 80th minute. Around the 80th minute, Jacob Brien gets a foul for it. Obviously, he gets the yellow card for a foul off the ball. I honestly don't know what that means, unless it's some mad thing. Honestly, guys, I don't know what it is. It's just, I don't know. It's like anyway. Maybe on caveman says I don't know, but I don't know what it is. But yeah, then obviously Arsenal had some good chance against us, they did, but again, Pickford does his usual Brien stop. Brien, good work, he kept out again. I thought he did really good doing that. But obviously, again, Arsenal did have a lot of good chances to get a goal, but again, Pickford, did Pickford made some absolutely really good saves as well, kept in the game as you were. So yeah, and yeah, really, that was it. Really, obviously, I think after that, we did have made good chance, but we had a few decent okay chances to really get a goal, but nothing really came off. Really, yeah, I think it came off. And around, I think around the 34th minute, yeah. In around the 34th minute, Arsenal have a good chance, and Trossard goes forward and scores, makes it obviously. I think obviously makes it Everton 0, Arsenal 1. Thinking not great look, is it? Half time. If at the half time, obviously half time, Everton. I'm sorry, I got on. Half time. We think right. I'm thinking, you know what? We're 1-0 down. I'm thinking, you know what? Second half. If we play what we did against Liverpool in the second half, right? If we play what we did against Liverpool in the first half, in the second half against Arsenal, I think, you know what? I'm thinking, you know what? If we just do what we did against Liverpool in the first half. If we do what we did against Liverpool in the first half against Arsenal, all right. I think, you know what? We can get a result. We'll get a result because I think Arsenal are a good team. They are, but the side that don't actually have a strike. So again, we could really use that against a Re, but again, it's you're doing us for that. But yeah, okay, let's get the other stuff now. But that one, that one's fine. It starts the second half. I thought in the second half we actually started probably a little better than in the first half, but again, I thought in the second half. We were saying, we were good, but we also weren't great as well at the same time. But again, I also thought, I think moments in the game yesterday where we obviously played well, times wasn't really played well. Again, there's not moments where obviously, moments where Arsenal really almost got a goal against us. But again, Pickford, he did really well. I think I was making up for obviously letting Tossard really score goals, but obviously he did really well. Pickford again did really well, kept it out against you would. He did that, but yeah, it was mad. Also, because yeah. Okay. Yes, yeah, okay. So, that's yes, fourth get as well, yeah. Around the 46th minute, Arsenal bring on, right, I'm probably going to butcher his name now. They bring on Saka for, like, I would say, Nweneri, or I think it's a Nweneri, or I can't remember the player's name, I think one Rari, or I think that's his name, yeah. Listen, I didn't want to butcher his name then. I'm not very good spells like that. The real to pronounce them really, good name, not the fail to pronounce. So like, yeah. Because I think also around the same minute, Arsenal also bring on Martinelli for Sterling. You're thinking, you know what? Again, Martinelli is a very, I think obviously you look up. Listen, not going to play, not going to play like I'm going to, but obviously look up play like Tarkowski. Again, a player obviously pace maybe he's not who he used to be. When he scored against us, occasionally when he played for, I think obviously when he played for our rivals across the park, obviously when he did score most goals against us. I remember him scoring a few against us. I don't. That's why it's one of them was I meant to. Yeah, obviously has done that. But yeah, they're bringing on a player, right? Who's got pace to score a goal. He's done before, so I'm thinking, maybe this is a bit worrying now because a bit worrying now. I think, 6 minutes. Yeah. So okay. So that's it. Around 46 minutes, and also around the 48th minute, Jorginho gets a yellow card for argument. Really, again, don't know about it, but yeah, obviously that happens. That's the someone's forgot then. Okay. Oh yeah, around 40 minutes that happens. Around 40 minutes. Yeah, around the 49th minute, the referee goes over. Obviously, I think some listen, I've not seen it properly yet, but I believe something like it. Not sure. Listen, so I'm not sure. I believe listen, I believe one of the players didn't go down, but I believe one of the players went down, obviously, and the referee of the game, Paul Tierney, I think was it? Shock it, actually helps out. It was like mad. Basically, Paul Tierney goes over, knocks it out, checks it, or something like that. They check it for not checks it, but obviously go on. They also check as you were, and obviously we get the penalty, and thinking yes, get it right, we've got a penalty, and obviously no other player that I could have mentioned, and no other player that we could ever mention who's ever done. No, I say I mentioned, yeah, but I think like the only player we all know could score a goal, and that was Ndiaye. Scored the penalty on return. He scored the penalty. That makes it Everton 1. Also, I'm thinking, yes, get it right. We got a goal. Let's just see it happen, right? And also, before I forget, I want to give credit to obviously to our fans, and obviously the Arsenal fans for that absolutely one of those incredible, brilliant songs. Obviously about Kevin Campbell. Obviously, as we all know, Kevin Campbell passed away earlier this year again. You know what? So asking, but you know what? I want to give a massive shout out to our fans for singing the song Kevin Campbell. Obviously, singing the song Kevin Campbell. Brilliant. Listen, one, I watched the video. I actually watched the video on YouTube of it. That's one. Yeah, obviously that's one. So that's one. Okay, so that was one. I think both us and the Arsenal fans did really great. I want to give shout out to obviously our fan base for obviously shouting, obviously not shouting, singing, or I say chanting, be singing slash chanting, obviously not chanting, but obviously singing slash chanting, obviously. Kevin Campbell, you know what? That song was an amazing song. You know what? Because one, I didn't see the actual song thing itself, but I see it on YouTube, and you know what? It looked absolutely amazing, brilliant, so on. It looked great, and I also want to give a massive shout out to the Arsenal fans for obviously joining in as well. Obviously joining in as well. I think I'm. So that's joining. I see joining. I see joining in. Okay, so as well as that, right? I also want to give a massive shout out to the Arsenal fans as well for singing as well as we were. Getting involved with us redoing that again. You know what? I've never told him. I thought it was brilliant to see us, and then obviously seeing the Arsenal fans get involved with us sing that song again. I think. What is it? Obviously, one talking about an amazing great player for us. So one. Because one, I was young to see him play, but again, I believe he was a brilliant player for us back in the 90s. He was a hell of a player. But you know what? I really wished I seen him play for us. I really did, but again, I was too young that I didn't see it. But yeah, I wish I'd seen it. But yeah, amazing player. But yeah, great things. Well, all right, let's go on to the games. You were. No scores are now. I think, but the thing now, but. Now, but not a penalty goal, but I think the penalty that Ndiaye scored. I think so. That's the penalty, yeah. So okay, before we get off, that's the penalty, yeah. But okay, so obviously, before we get one, but okay, so before we move on, right? I want to say this right. One right. Me personally, I think the penalty situation, right? I think the penalty situation as it were. I thought, you know what? It looked weird because again, I think Jack Harrison obviously. I think it was what's the kid plays for Arsenal? What's his name? Oh, the 18-year-old. Is it Luis Skelly? Is it? Yeah. Anyway. Oh yeah, so I think Luis. I suppose yeah. But I think obviously the young Arsenal player. Luis Skelly, I think he obviously doesn't. Listen, I'm not saying that he goes down because he doesn't, but listen, I'm not saying that he went down because I'm not. But I also think right, it was weird because I think both the young Arsenal player, Luis Skelly went down as well as I think Harrison looked like he pushed him, but it also I think they both went for the ball as you were. Referee goes over, gives the penalty and they score. But again, it's a really weird one because. You know what? I've never told it. I thought, it looked like a normal situation, but again, I thought, it was situation. It was a nice one. It was a weird situation because one, I think both the Arsenal player and obviously Jack Harrison both kind of connected with not connecting gun, but obviously both connected with the ball, and then not well gun, but obviously both connected with the ball as you were. So I know. So I think connect, yeah. But basically, both connected to the ball as you were, and sometimes in football now, sometimes football in this modern day, it's like that now. You can't do that now. It's really annoying, but yeah. Listen, I was going to make my ping. I was going to ping on it. So, you know what? I've never told you. I think, I think a penalty probably the. Listen, I'm not saying that it was the better decision because it wasn't, but like I said before, but you know what? I think the situation is what it is. Obviously, it's a penalty. It was given. That's it, right? That's all you can do about it. Is that really? But you're looking, going, you know what? Maybe it was a bit of a shout. We couldn't have got it, or we could have got it. I don't know. Obviously, we got it. Dead. So I not got it. Gone up. So. Sorry. Okay. So not obviously not given it because I think one we also got given because we did, but I also think. It's a really weird one. It's a really weird one to try and talk about because it's a really weird situation because it's mad. I'm sorry, but it's really odd. But you know what? I've never told you. I do probably think it was a penalty just because it was, but I also think it's really weird to understand. But you know what? I've never told him. I actually think it was a penalty, and it looked like one. It just did. Listen, a lot of Arsenal fans may not agree with me on probably real angry about that, but again, it's just one of those things you look and go, yeah, it looks like one, but I think both the Arsenal player and the Everton player, it's the Everton player, yeah. I think both the Arsenal player and obviously Jack Harrison, they get entangled, and it just goes out. It just happens, it just happens as it is. You can't do nothing about it. It's, you know what I mean? I know it's an interesting one. It's a really interesting one because if that. Anyway, I'm talking too much now, but yeah, it's just really interesting. We're getting interested again now. Because yeah, I actually thought in the second half. Obviously, second half. Sorry. If you know what, I actually thought in the second half, we weren't as good as the first half. No, first half. First half. Yeah. Again, I thought in the second half we weren't as good in the first half, really, but as you know what, right? We didn't actually play brilliantly well, but we played well enough to get results out of it. But like I said, I thought the second half at the times it was good, at times it was bad. At times, like later in the game, it was good, it was bad. I think at times the second half it was good, it was bad. Also later in the game, same thing really. It was good, it was bad really. It was a mixture of both really. But then I also thought Arsenal had a few, not Arsenal gone above it. I also thought, obviously Arsenal had a few chances to get against us, they did. But again, Pickford did really well, kept out again. Obviously, making up his word, but again, he did really well. Again, Arsenal did have a few chances late on in the game, but nothing really happened, really. Yeah. Obviously, around the 61st minute, Arsenal bring on Timber for White. Because I believe Arsenal, they've got a Champions League game with Real Madrid. Biggest team in Europe by any chance, because they're the biggest team. They reach the biggest team in Europe right now. Massive size. 63rd. Around the 63rd minute, Tarkowski gets a yellow card in the 63rd minute. It's not straight after that, but I think like a few minutes after that, really. Yeah, and around the 65th minute, obviously James Garner is on for Iroegbunam, which I thought, you know what, interesting sub, probably substitutes work, doesn't work. Don't know really. I mean, it did work. Some point, obviously, give it did. Burn. Then obviously, also around the same minute as well. We also bring on Broja with Beto, but it's the only thing we brought. It's the only thing we brought. You know what? I've never told you. I love Broja. Do things, brilliant play. Pace, speed, creates chances. He does look good, so he does. But the only thing with him is his amount of fitness. His amount of fitness works because he's a player he's never match fit tall, which is worry him, right? When he's not fit, he either kicks the grass and he gets into that one. I'm thinking, don't do that. Get angry like you just don't do that because we need you match fit. We want to get moving all that. It's just, I don't know. That's just my rant, but I just thought, oh my god. Obviously, 6th minute. Obviously, 6th minute. Yeah, around the 71st minute, Arsenal bring on Odegaard for Jorginho. You obviously get anything, player score again. I see Odegaard, yeah, I think obviously Odegaard, that's it, yeah. But and now obviously talking about a player like Odegaard, obviously talking about a player like Odegaard, obviously obviously been very good for a team like Arsenal for the last 2 years, yes, but you're also looking, you know what, he's a player that he has scored against us past as well, so again, it's a really interesting thing, yeah. 7th minute. And around the 75th minute, we bring on Ash Young for Ndiaye, which, you know what, as an Evertonian, you know what, I don't agree with bringing it Young on, but again, I'm not, you know what, I completely get it, understand why, you know what, I completely understand why Moyes done what he's done. I get it, because, both playing the same position, I get it, I believe me, I get it, but Ash Young, he's a player that, it looks like, I believe, one. Okay, one. Me personally, I think the player that he might be here or might not be here, because again, contract situation as well with that. I don't know what happened that, but again, you imagine he won't probably be here next season, like a chance. I don't know, but again, you imagine that be here. Around 7 minutes as well, we also bring on alcarez for Patterson again. Oh, I'm thinking, you know what? That's a weird substitution, but one of them, I was like, you know what? Okay, that substitution might work, might not work. We don't know. We'll see. But again, we'll see what happens with that. I thought, okay, interesting. Also around 7 minutes as well. Also bring on Tierney for Lewis Skelly. Skelly. Interesting. It's good. Good name. Interesting. Skelly. Skelly. Around the 87th minute, we bring on the turn. We bring on. So yeah. Okay. One. Yeah. Around the 87th minute, we bring on obviously return of McNeil, obviously, who was obviously been out injured for the last 2 or 3, last 2 or 3 years, but has also been injured for the last 2 or 3 games, as you were. So again, he's been out for a while. So yeah, I think is when last time today, yeah. Not that I know. Next one. That's part of so yeah. Around the 18th minute, obviously around the 88th minute, around 7 minutes, around the 88th minute, alcarez gets the yellow card for a foul or an argument, I imagine, because it doesn't really say, but I think it was that. Obviously, excuse me, guys. We're getting to the stats. We're getting to the stats of the game, as you were. We'll get into that now. Also, the first is obviously, I think I got spoilers back because you're writing some. Yeah, obviously, that's right. So I'm talking about this. I didn't realize. I didn't know what big, but I think it's like big chance. Yeah, but I think also big chances we had. What did we say? I think it looks like we had 3 or 4 chances to the. So actually, I think we had like 1 or 2 chances to the 5 or 6 because after them was not sure, but I know that. Then obviously goalkeeper save. Obviously, we had 3 to the 1, so we had a bit more for that. Then obviously corner kicks. Obviously, we had 3 to the 8, so they had more really. Then obviously fouls, we had 17 to their 13. Wow, That's not great stats. I mean, long game and stuff like that. Then obviously passes we had 179 to the 449. Wow, that's it's a mad one, isn't it? Then obviously tackles we had 17 to the 22. Then on free kicks we had 12 to the 17, so a bit less really for that. Then obviously yellow cards we had 3 to the 1, so we've all got more. You're gonna get see what happened and all stuff like that. See yellow cards. Yeah, that's it. With it. Obviously, yeah. Obviously, yeah. Full time. Everton won, Arsenal won again. You know what? So okay. 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 You know what? Because one, it's not a win, it's not a defeat, it's a draw, it's a point. You know what? Maybe you know what? I'll take that. You know what? 1-1. Okay. But you know what? As never told him, I will take a 1-1 draw with Arsenal, because again, Arsenal are a very good team, because they've got good players, because they have. Obviously, Arsenal obviously are a very good team. They've got good players. They've got a few good young players as well, which I think are very good. But okay, so listen, not that. Okay, listen, one. It's not a win. It's not a defeat. It's a draw. It's a point. You know what? I'm sorry. You know what? As never done. I'm sorry, but I would take that point, because again, Arsenal are a very good team. They've got good players. And again, you know what? I'll take that point as well. But let's hopefully get results against likes of hopefully we can get results against teams like of Nottingham Forest, and obviously other teams we're facing obviously in April. So hopefully we can get goals from there. But yeah, obviously guys, let me know your thoughts, comments below. Do you agree with what I've said? Do you disagree? What are your thoughts on the game? Do you think it was bad? Do you think it's good? If you were at the game, do you think we deserved to get a point, or didn't we think they should have beaten us, or anything like that? Also, if you're an Arsenal fan, do you think you guys should have beaten us yesterday, or do you think you shouldn't have, or do you think that as we played, do you think we stopped you from getting goals in, and all? I'd love to know what if you're interested in. It's not interested. So I'm not just gonna, obviously what you thought. I'm interested in what your thoughts on, obviously, as well, like that. And also, what are your thoughts on the penalty situations again? Like I always said my comment, but yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts on it as well. But yeah. Obviously, yeah. If I forget, So obviously shout out. Okay. Let's also forget as well. I want to give a shout out to Mark Doyle, MC2 as well. For forget. Obviously, yeah. You know what? Like seriously, on Scott Guy, I couldn't be clear now. You know what? Like seriously, Oscar guys, I'd really appreciate you would share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter.com, obviously on or at Twitter.com. Also don't forget to share it on any of your other socials as well, so like that as well. Don't forget to go into that as well, and also okay, and also don't forget to give a like, leave comments. Obviously, you can also follow me. You can also follow me at Twitter.com at EFC TV. See ya.